This was the spot that you broke the career points record on, wasn't it?
Right here?
You came out the box?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll let you describe it.
Welcome to Hofstra University, former home of the New York Lizards. New York Atlas playing tonight. Massive semifinal game. And just like it was 10 years ago when I was traded here, I brought my stick.
Oh, whoa.
The Rabil 2.
Nice.
We're going to take some pregame shots outside, but first I need to get my knee right. So, Brett, do you have Charlotte's Web cooling gel? I know you carry it on you.
I do. It's actually always in my pocket.
And it's light. Look, this surgically repaired knee with minimal cartilage has taken a lot of hardcore split dodges and time and room step downs from the slot and beyond the 2-point arc. That thing, I've never told you this, but I've never gone around and asked why me related to surgically repaired knees or core, back, or any of the stuff that I've gone through, because if you're going to commit to sport and you're going to go as hard as you can, full contact all the time, you got to expect that something's going to be on the other end of it, because most people don't take their bodies through that. So you got to make sure you're doing all your prehab work and your rehab work.
Well, good thing that this cooling gel has 510 milligrams of broad spectrum CBD.
Look at you, man. Let's go. Oof. Okay.
Oh, look who it is.
Andrew Manny, my first ever hire. General manager of the Paul Rabil experience.
That's it.
Did you ever come to a Lizards game?
Me and Big Al.
And then B-Rob would be at some practice. That team was awesome.
That
Will
was a fun
Manny,
team.
Rob Pinnell, Joe Locascio, Joe Walters, Matt Gibson, Jojo Marasco, Mike Stone, Ned Crotty. Shitting hell, how can you miss Ned Crotty? Then we had Brian Spalina, Nicky Polanco, Joe Fletcher, Drew Adams in the net, Hartzell. That team was fucking loaded. I think the last time I played on this field, it was raining. No, I wasn't with the Lizards, I was with the Cannons. The other thing I'm thinking about right now is, while I would love for it to be sunny and 75, I just preached to you guys over the last few months, you can't miss a day. It's raining, I ain't turning in. Woo. We've got our marching band pregame walkthrough going on behind us. I really like to work this spot during games, either righty, time and room, or catch lefty, high to low.
This was the spot that you broke the career points record on, wasn't it?
Right here?
You came out the box?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll let you describe it.
It was a special point to break the record with, because it was my favorite thing. A right to left split down the alley, shot on the run.
So we're in the second half of the second quarter. Paul Rabil got the shot away. He scores!
I was right there. I got the coolest angle of it.
You guys probably have your signature move, the move that you go to when needed. Mine was down the alley with a swim move on the run, off stick. If it were that easy, I'd try to do it every possession. There's so much that goes into making that come to life. First one is substitution. I came out third on a face-off win. The rest of the 5 guys have got to take the defense far, low, and opposite. So we came down the alley, got it to Lyle. Lyle held on to it enough, attempted a dodge. Then that sucks the defense in. Our other third and fourth midfielders come in and pull the opposite side, which gives me space out of the box. That's helpful, because I had someone like Troy Ray on me, who's half my age and really fast. The further he gets out when I get the ball, the more difficult it is for me to create space. So if you remember, that ball was flying up from the wing. I had a full head of steam. If I'm not able to beat Troy with 10 yards of space downhill, that's on me. So the next thing for me was always, all right, I'm gonna beat this dude. Am I gonna beat him to the middle or down the alley? And a lot of that for me is a split decision. It's based on how he approaches me and where his stick is. So when I actually went for dodges right about here, I didn't know where I was gonna go, which I think makes someone a good dodger. He leans in and then I go down the alley. If he perhaps lunged at me, I may have taken the middle, stepped down, and I don't know if I would have scored on Blaze Reardon. You're not thinking about any of that. Just space, swim. Is the slide gonna come? Jack Rowlett faked it, so I clocked it, and if my hands are in a shooting position, which I always encourage kids out of your dodge to get your hands in a shooting position so you can stare, look, shoot. And look, Blaze Reardon, stick side low with a dodger down the alley. He's saved that for me so many times. So the key is being able to get it out when he's not expecting it, so you cut his ability to react in half. If you don't know as an athlete, what's gonna happen? Whether it was that or go back 7 years when I was first with the Lizards in 2015 and we were having a semifinal game on this field. We were on offense struggling in overtime to get a shot off. Brody Merrill makes a play, heads in the other direction. Adam Gittleman, one of the best athletes on the field, decides to take off from the net, try to score. Rabil makes a 6 save, and then all of a sudden I've tracked back. First thing that goes in my head on Adam's save is he outlets it, we got transition, and we have an empty net to shoot on. Now, most people think if you got an empty net, you rush to shoot it. But if you've been in that situation enough, and if you've rushed to take that shot and missed, you know, okay, he ain't gonna get back for another 3 to 4 seconds, so let's get the best shot available. So I come cruising down with JoJo Marasco. I get the ball from him, similar to that Troy Ray dodge. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot or not. One would think I should, because I got the ball right here, front and center. We have Mitch Belisle on the net and Brody Merrill in front of me. For me, it's like 2 of the best sticks in the game. All right, so I gotta rip it high to high and either buzz it by Belisle's head, or I've got 2 of the great inside finishers in Rob Pennell and Matt Gibson. So I actually wind up and then make the pass to Gibby, who's got the best hands in the game, slickest player in the game at the time, catches, finishes, OT winner. We go on to play in Atlanta and win the New York Lizards a championship for the first time in 10 years. All that shit comes back to practice. If you're practicing every day, 100 shots a day, dodging, building out ideas in your mind around where defenses can react, then when it comes to the game, you can make those split decisions. So one last thing though on records, I'll be honest with you guys, I've chased points, I've chased records, I've chased championships, and that sort of venom to achieve something of the highest standard is important to have. But if you find yourself chasing outcomes more than you're able to be present in a moment, you're not going to get those outcomes. And I'll say the 2 years leading into my point record breaking season, I was thinking about the league, I was thinking about winning with Atlas. That final season, I knew it was my last, and all I focused on was being a good leader in the locker room and playing hard in the game, and it changed it for me. I went from struggling to score points the year before, struggling to have an impact the year before that, to being a first team All-Pro, because I wasn't thinking about the outcome. And you know, you never know, because we didn't win the championship that year, but we had a pretty fucking good season that we're proud of, and the Cannons are continuing on as a result. So proud of that team, even though they lost in the quarters. Hopefully we'll see a good effort from the Atlas today that are taking on the pride of the New York Lizards over the last 20 years, and maybe take a couple more shots and go inside and heal up my knee.
Woo!
It's got a chance.
Take your change.
And then one more for the win. Let's bag them.
Great session.
Our head of coaches and GM, Seth Tierney, has done an amazing job as the head coach of not just Hofstra, but Team USA of building this locker room. Look at this, man. New York Atlas semifinal game in New York. This is a home game, man.
With blue lockers.
We got Shelly, we got Costa, we got MJ. I think I can run midfield with these dudes.
I think so too.
Man, it's nothing like a game day feeling. You're just sitting here with your boys and you're just strapping up, getting ready to go fight. Here, let me show you what it looks like.
Just like that.
Breathing, looking around. Let's fucking go. Looking over there. I got you. Staring down at your feet, thinking about the plays. Let's go. Well, look, I wish I was playing, but I'm not. Best I can do is watch and operate. And I've got a long day in front of me. We've got Battle of the Badge between NYPD, FTNY. We have 2 semifinal games. I'm going to hop in my car and go back to Manhattan and get ready for the championship game. So I need some endurance, which is why I called on my friends at Charlotte's Web to get me their endurance formula. These are gummies. I take 2 of them every day after my morning workout, i.e. those 111 shots. What's in these things? We're gonna start with beetroot. There's 200 milligrams of it, which is really a blood flow generator. It contains these nitrates such that when you're working out or using your brain to complete the same otherwise difficult task, you're actually using less energy with this flowing through your system, so you can do more. Number 2, it's got 25 milligrams of CBD. That's the good stuff that helps your body stay fluid, helps you recover from injury. And then lastly, 15 milligrams of the good type of caffeine, which comes from green tea extract. So this, my friends, is what I do every day. And then, Brett, when the day's over and I'm ready to crash, Charlotte's Web Rest. What's good about this is it's primarily full of passion flower, which you know what passion flower does.
Puts you to sleep.
Helps you sleep. And the other thing this has in it, another 25 milligrams of CBD. And by the way, for all you athletes out there that can't miss a day, make sure you're sleeping. I tried to aim for 8 hours a night, still do, all the way through my teens, 20s, and 30s. That's when your body is recovering the most. All right, you're getting into your bed, you're allowing your blood flow to settle in, you're allowing your muscles to heal so you can keep fighting the next day. Do that, and you'll be wearing one of these jerseys one day in the PLL.